Hi guys, it's Steve at newonlinelife.com. So today I want to talk about if it is possible to start and grow more than one business at the same time. So people have asked me, because I'm building two businesses at the minute, one being the blog and the second being an online shop, is it possible to build them both at the same time? So I'm going to answer this today. Let's jump into the PowerPoint and find out. So can you build more than one online business at the same time? Well, the short answer is yes, of course you can. But the long answer is it depends on you and the type of business that you are trying to build. So let me explain this. It's more than possible, but you have to assess your circumstances. So if you're still in a full-time job and you have commitments outside of that with family and things like that, you are going to struggle to build more than one business. So if you're thinking of doing a blog, then do the blog, grow it first. So start with one and grow this, maybe 20 or 30 blog posts to get the blog really going. And you want to do this as quickly as possible. So you want to be creating as much content as you can to get that site on a growth pattern straight away. So if this is your kind of situation, trying to grow more than one is not really a good idea. You want to get the first site going first and then move on to something later on. Because always remember that get the content up early, because it's going to take time to rank on the search engines. It's going to take time to find its proper position. Secondly, it depends on the type of business you're trying to build. Because if you're trying to build something like a consulting business, or you're trying to do Facebook ads, you want to be a Facebook marketing manager, this takes a lot of time. You need to go into this 100%, because anything less than 100%, then you are not going to fully succeed in this market. A, it is very oversaturated, and B, it takes a lot of time to get your name out there. Second, dividing the time. So Gary Vaynerchuk talked about this before. And if you try to build two businesses using a 50-50 splitting the time rule, then you are going to fail. Because you're going to see very little growth on both of your businesses, which is basically going to put you in a downhill spiral. You're not going to see any growth. You're going to begin to wonder why you are doing it. So I would aim for an 80-20 rule. This is where you spend 80% of your time on one business, which would be your main business. It would be your passion. And the other 20% would be more like a hobby. So going back to what I'm doing again as an example, my main blog that I'm writing, that is 80% of my time. And the e-commerce store, that would be about 20. Now, people may say this is wrong and that the e-commerce store really won't get going too much with only 20% of the time. Yeah, I kind of agree with this, but I have to dedicate my time, more time to one thing so I can succeed at that. I can always come and go back to the store later. I can get people to help with that, but one thing at once. This is a growth curve. Now this is just an example that I created, but it basically illustrates that the more you put into a business, the more you will get out. So the more you put in at a quicker rate is going to mean quicker growth. So if we look at the blue line, the dark blue line, this is the 50-50 splitting between two businesses. The growth is going to be very, very slow. But now comparing this with the yellow line, which is a 90% of the time on one business, 10 on another, you can see that that growth is a heck of a lot quicker. And that's what we want to be aiming for. Okay, that's all for today, guys. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, and also be sure to subscribe so you'll be notified of future videos. There is going to be one video every day for the next 30 days.